February in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the unity and the unity, the continuity of opportunity for stacking bands, opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tire forward and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
Maniac FM. You are now tuned in with the Maniacs.
Got to catch a Billy off of words, that's for certain. Maybach sitting pretty close to curtains. The curve might just let you in if you deserve it. I gotta want you though, man. We ain't even scratched the surface. The black keep herb in the back seat surging. Okay, man, I'm telling y'all I'm back. Heat urging the stacks keep surging and max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have. Keep working, okay. People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, this the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that. They're new to us. Nigga like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind. No matter my mind. I promise it won't get pitiful. They love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you weak, lame.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will... the 25.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
Come on.
Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out.
And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Taken down by Dane Belton. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Bulldozes past him, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Meredith. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Meredith. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 45. First and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Meredith. Throw out wide is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Colt defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Meredith flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Open man is Duvernay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Hawk 70. Hey, Brad. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Gotta be lying. Hey, check that. Street.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! David Njoku with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Meredith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
In motion right is Watkins. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Slot man moves right. They'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Let's go now.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. Hamler, the motion man left. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake. Meredith. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Meredith going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, 60, Maverick, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
A final shot before break. Meredith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has done. Now they want to have a part of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So that complicates complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At the Colts 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Meredith. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Off play action. Meredith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2s. You're close.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here's Taylor again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Meredith. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this out past the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 88 yards.
And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Meredith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Texans. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 68 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Juwan Bentley.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rocco switch. Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On play action, they'll throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the air on second down. Meredith. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meredith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Check.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Barkley is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Colts 52, Texans 24. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Off the play fake, Meredith. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Shrugs him off. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off play action. Meredith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 59-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was...
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right there. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, its people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band.